On today's show, Barb and I are going to make lasagna rolls. These are going to be really neat. Besides the lasagna pasta, we're going to talk about bacon, onions, breadcrumbs, ground beef, a bunch of seasoning, some spaghetti sauce, and some Parmesan cheese to go on top. So let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Diabetic Diet Show. Hey Barb, what's the question of the day?
Do you like spaghetti sauce? If you like spaghetti sauce, give it a thumbs up.
The first thing that we need to do is to talk about the lasagna noodles. They need to be soaked in water, so you need a pan like this, and of course some water, and just put them out there and let them soak for a little bit. We'll come back to that. Of course, we're going to make a cucumber salad in a little while. And besides rolling these noodles in ground beef, which has been spiced, and putting them in a large muffin tin, if you want, you can also put bacon around them and wrap them with bacon, and that would be really delicious too. Now, we do need to cut up our onions. So I'm going to take the onion and I'm going to cut this up really fast, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have cut up half of the onion for us, for our recipe. A lot of people would be making probably more beef than I am, or would like the entire onion. We like to use half of an onion. Now I've cut these into chevrons, and I'm putting them into the food processor. I'm also putting the breadcrumbs in. The measurement for these breadcrumbs, if you'd like to see that, it's going to be right down there. If you hit the subscribe button, you will see the more button, and all the ingredients will be listed there. So I have my food processor, and then I just reduce them. There we go. That makes short work out of them. Then we can take and put it in the mixing bowl. And I have a little scraper here. Scrape this out. And you can put garlic in if you want, or you can do them without garlic. That is one option that some people might do. There we go. Then we have the Worcestershire sauce. Move everything out of the way so we can work here. And an egg. Some salt and pepper. Now in the end, we are going to sprinkle cheese on top, and I have spaghetti sauce that we can put in here, and that will make this taste really, really good. So let's just open a can of spaghetti sauce. Kind of big on one side, a little bit of a vent on the other. And let's put some spaghetti sauce in here. Okay, I don't measure this because I use that as my wetting agent. The wetter I need it, the more I put in. So here's my ground beef, gloves, and you have to kind of break apart the meat. Once you get it mixed, you want to do it by hand. This is how Grandma did it. I have the oven preheating to 400. And I have this pretty well all mixed. Now, we have that ready to go. Let's work on these noodles. If you'd like, instead of waiting for the noodles to lay out and to dissolve, you can put them in a pan and boil them. I put them in stacks of 3 on top of each other in the water, and I have it going and I'm boiling them. I'm going to go ahead and make the meatballs while they are boiling, and then when they get soft, we'll pull them out. So, for the meatballs, just grab about a handful of it. You'll get the hang of it, you get the feel of it. Some people use a melon scoop or an ice cream scoop. What's nice about the meatballs is if you push them flat, throw them on a grill, you got a hamburger. Now these are too hot to touch. This pan is hot, it will burn your fingers, so you're gonna have to let them sit for a minute and cool. They have cooled off nicely. Now it's time to roll them up. So this is the little bit of tricky part. So I'm going to take the meat, put it in here, and then I'm going to roll it, allowing the meat to come out of the top, just like that. And that's how we're going to roll these. Let's also spray with Pam our tin. Make sure we spray the heck out of that thing. Last time I used it, stuff stuck to it. It was tough to clean. Okay, now, here we go. We're going to take the meat and the lasagna noodle, and we're going to let it conform to this tin. Just like that. That's what it's supposed to look like. If you have a little extra meat, it's going to gush out the top and you can just cut it off. You know, I'm a cook. The difference between me and a chef is the chef makes this over and over and over and over again and perfects it. I make something new every day. I think I'm roughly near 500 recipes, and I've cooked very few things twice. I'm going to put them in the oven for 15 minutes, and then I'm going to check on them. I'm planning at that point to put your spaghetti sauce and your cheese on it. I don't want to put it on too soon and have it burn. If you cook this all the time, you'll get the hang of it and be good at it. They look so good, I'm planning on making these regularly. I mark recipes that I find, like, you know, make it regularly or not. Because I have made some stuff that's not all that great. Alright, let's throw these in and start the timer. The reason that I wanted those on the double pans like that is I find being down low near the burner that the pan really gets hot from the element in the stove. And I just think it will be better to help it cook overall. It is almost time, and we'll pull them out. Put our spaghetti sauce and cheese on them. Let's do this. look great. Before we put the cheese on, let's just check the temperature so we know where we are. Okay, we're at 110 right now. Sauce, just a little bit. Just like that. Let's put them back in the oven. Start our timer. 15 minutes. Have you ever seen these neat little vegetable slicers? If your cucumber will fit in here, you put it in there like that, and then you just push it down in there. And it does the slicing for you. I think if you wanted, you could do like this. Whereas you push it out, you could slice it. Give myself a little room here. Well, but if not, it makes these nice slivers for you to then cut up. I think if nothing else, it's kind of cool because they're monolithic. They're all the same size. You're having a party or something and you want things to look real nice for the company. They're all going to be the same size. Let's try it again. You know, not all these kitchen tools work fantastic. Some of them have to work just a little bit. There we go. My cucumbers are not ripe, but who knows where they come from in the world anymore. Hothouse grown, definitely not farm grown. And I'm going to use my Italian Carrabba spice that I'm going to sprinkle on top of these. And if you'd like to see the link for what is in that spice that I reverse engineered, I'll put a link in the show notes. Hit the subscribe button and then you'll see the more button for what is in that. I'm going to use my always go-to, which is red Italian vinegar. This is what I was raised with and I love to this day. I'm a big salad buff. I have garlic, mushroom, olive oil. A little bit more of that than you did the vinegar is a rule of thumb. And then let's put some salt and pepper because I don't believe I have salt and pepper in the Italian seasoning. It's time to pull them out of the oven. I made the cucumbers, they look so delicious. Stop this timer and clear things. Let's check them. Wow, they smell great. They're going to be too hot to pull out and put on a plate right at the moment. They're going to have to sit for just a little bit and cool. But they are up in the 170s. So they are definitely cooked. The cheese melted. You could always put more sauce and more cheese on if you want, but they are definitely done, so that looks great. If you'd like to see more shows like this, I have a whole bunch more for you right here.